Beautiful madness, that's what you are. You shine like my dozen in night show. You glow in the dark. Can't let you move around the clock alone. I'm right by your side. You want to reveal love in my cologne. Let's get to the clock. Ay, I kissed the unit and you all alone. There's too many vibes. Sipping on gin and some tonic water. I need me some mods. That was the busy get on my shoulder. She wants to dance. I'm talking to her when I'm on the phone. She holding my line. I'm on the green. It's killing me softly. Cuffing my things they got. The Tiffany told me she giving me brains, I'm dumb. I play with my nosy. I give it a walk for the protein. And she know I'm not a racist. I'm on the green. It's killing me softly. Cuffing my things they got. The Tiffany told me she giving me brains, I'm dumb. I play with my nosy. I give it a walk for the protein. And she know I'm not a racist.
Beautiful man, that's what you are. You are my star, I mean you deep. You are my drug, I mean you deep. I feel like I am a drug. This is a pie, I'm coming up. This is my side, I only wanna survive. Fall back in the 80s, old squad. Fish with A11 savage.
Green the pot, it's killing me softly. Cuffing my veins, they gone. The Tiffany told me she giving me brains, I'm dumb. I play with my nosy. I give it a walk for the protein. And she know I'm not a racist. Green the pot, it's killing me softly. Cuffing my veins, they gone. The Tiffany told me she giving me brains, I'm dumb. I play with my nosy. I give it a walk for the protein. And she know I'm not a racist.
Right. Look what mama did with $5 grand. Every month is what she get from white man. Washing clothes and scraping floors and window wiping. She'll be back to cook dinner and help you do assignments. She wake up and make sure that she irons her clothes. She put lunch in your bag as she walk out the door. She reminds you special and you are destined for more. The bathroom is your bathroom, it don't matter, it's home. So you go and get a loan for university. You get your diploma. They call it graduate cause you have to wait for employment. And then you get a new internship like this is it. Get paid $5 grand like mama did, so the cycle continues. We are free, just free from believing life is a prison. But the chains are all the way in our thinking. See, designer clothes but look how empty the fridges. This family's not as important as image. And nigga, that's what some often do. Convenience over truth. Don't care about winning if they can justify the lose. You ain't free until you're on your boss is you. We ain't free until cash is a pick and pay. Smile at black people too. We ain't free until time can learn to love again. I ain't free until I can give them my heart again. We ain't free until good people rule parliament. We ain't free until Kanye Bao is stark again. Cause black is beautiful, but black girls reduce themselves to booty call. See the man that you were trying to impress, don't reply to your text. He only love you when you're drunk and undressed. Black men that got kids, black men they not fathers. Side chick gets allowance, ignore baby mama. The kids spend time with watching, so fathers get pressed. Yours just watching emotions cause it's why they ain't present. I make music for him, I make music for them. I make music for people who wanna win at the end. I make music for loyal people who die for their friends. After dying they rise and they go and die for you again. I make music for lovers, I make music for pain. I make music for dreamers, heroes, believers and slaves. So I take it to radio and I ask them to play it. They look straight to my face, you know how much you gotta pay, right? 5 grand. Freedom is the absence of fear and the love of God. Discovering your purpose, letting go of what you've lost. Forgiving those that hurt you, cause from them you learn a lot. To conquer your emotions and controlling all your thoughts. Finding hope at any cost, not to please no human being. Self-belief and inner peace will never come from Twitter feeds. And to know that jealousy is only there to poison me, that's the first real step to being free.
Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy 11. This is Officialmajorworld online. We back, baby. And you know I'm your boy 11, referred to. And I'm with my boy here, Diboy Mashesha.
Mr. Truth Mashesha, Mashesha, Diboy Mashesha for the young people. I hope you all are stunned to rise, man, after this amazing weekend. I hope you guys are stunned to rise and amped up for this new day, new week, man. Mr. A11, I hope you and I are stunned to rise the weekend.
Dwana, this is very emotional but very inspirational, Dwana. I had a blessed weekend, Dwana. And then yesterday, oh dog, I can't say no more, Dwana. Say no more, Dwana. Mapa Sunday, but as we told you about it, every Sunday it's Mapa Sunday.
You're right.
So yesterday it was one of those days.
Sure. It's a beautiful initiative that we always do each and every Sunday, man. You know, it's just a small shinies. You know what I love about Mapa Sunday? Like, it's the thought that counts. Why get you so now? Boom. We just assemble as the Officialmajorworld crew. Kolande West, the greatest hood you've never heard of, but now you know. And so like, oh, assemble, do some amazing crop until at least about my 10 parcels. We catch a taxi. So shout out to Mr. Ndumiso, man, for hitting us up. 12 parcels. Nonetheless, man, standardizations on fleek. Man, and gave it to our brothers and sisters, man, hitting around the city of Johannesburg, man. So shout out to Pushing Passions. Hit us up, man, on the social media platforms. As Officialmajorworld, as #MapaSundays. And if you want to get involved, man, it's just an element of just hitting us up. And you can also come to a gig that's happening at the end of the month on the 1st of February. #Majorworld Live Super Jumpathon Edition. Mr. 11, how was the weekend? Well, it's now on my side in Tanga. It was topsy-turvy. Topsy-turvy in Tanga. Like, you know, this is just
new word, topsy-turvy.
It was like, can I just be on the real, man? Like, there's so many things that are happening right now, and I always get bogged by the same things that I've always been saying year in, year out, and the elementary one, are you ready?
That's the thing, brother. You got to be ready.
Are you ready? I've been trying to be ready, and that's the thing. I've been trying to be ready, but I'm not ready. And this is a wee thing. It's looking around, let's just mingle and that's what I want to do vandaag when we mingle with the guests that we have in Tanga. Pera show is an interactive radio show because my young lad and it's Senzart. Mr. Noma the Poet, man. It's gonna be a super hella jumpathon type of show besides the hella event that we're swinging the month.
And you know what, Fitz, how you gotta do? You gotta follow me on Instagram. It's A11.alone. Twitter A11.alone. Facebook A11.alone. Say no more.
And then if you want to hit me up, man, DIBOY. Why do I go into such detail, man? Now I want you to make sure it's yo. Come on, Atina, man. Diboy Mashesha, the truth Mashesha. Let's keep it a Diboy Mashesha. So
brown milkshake. Okay, no.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Sorry.
Maar Facebook, like Instagram, Diboy Mashesha and Twitter. Even on, and then if you wanna hit us up, it's Official Major World. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, it's Official Major World on Facebook. Instagram is official.majorworld. Twitter, it's Official Major W1. And on top of that, where's the way thing? You can hit us up on YouTube. This is there used to be a time whereby YouTube used to be in a normal. Boom! Bombastic words. Why is that? You can hit us up there on YouTube. We're not gonna that's what I wanna talk about vandaag. Where is your place in life? I want to make a thing. We had it's before the show.
Shout out to Touchline. He has an album out, and then so GT has something to say about an album. But then hey, that's Touchline. Shout out to Touchline. We played $5 grand.
I think we should also talk about weight loss. You know what? That's Diboy Mashesha. The other I wanted to talk before that. Really A11, beautiful madness.
Beautiful madness. That's what you are. Kishala 1009 show, you glow in the dark. Yeah, that was my track, but to Beautiful Madness. And then the song before that song, it was Thinking Out Loud. Thinking Out Loud. It was Thinking Out Loud.
Sure. By Zostax, man. He'll also be featuring at the gig end of the month, man. Major World Live Super Jumpathon Edition.
Thing is, when you say Nelly CP, people get confused. I see I'm a piano, but it was rap. Nelly CP, Mara, it was a hit. Not on my piano. I'm just like clarifying it.
And can I just mention this quickly? One of our sound engineer, Mr. Kakiza, I see piano is like housing and like but it's not like type of music. It's like nothing like that. And where's on that topic, I wanted to explain it. You know, they just have this thing like Zwagala. People like my person on Christmas.
That's a hit, Ntwana. I didn't like that song until times
it's only because king walala now you know.
Warning, this is okay, it's not a house show, but it's tomorrow. Warning, there's a song that's gonna come out, and like it's out already. Yo, people been making memes about it. All I know is it goes like doesn't stop, bro. Doesn't stop. It's a hit. Go trap. So I cover it.
Serious.
Maria, 20 nice things, but let's keep the show going.
And let it be literal, man. Let it be literal. Yeah. Like when you say 20 nice things, end of the month, end of the year, go touched about life. For all those people, 2019 was messed up.
Emotional shit.
Like, if it's 20 nice things, let it be today. I'm touched about that. Let's be authentic. Let's damn well be authentic to ourselves. Not just in No, are you authentic to yourself? Are you able to afford that lifestyle?
I think that the biggest topic should be implementation. Because everyone's going to say, New Year's resolution, I want this, but then implementation, dololo.
And always another thing I like to reflect on is like the battle with yourself. This is why there's only 1% of people in Tanga who have maybe 80 to 90% of the wealth in the whole world. Because they fought that battle against themselves, and now they're teaching other people to keep on fighting that battle with themselves. So Luena, what do you be touched with yourself? Keep blind entering yourself. Do you push passions by hitting us up right here on Official Major World, man? On top of CP on CP Modima Heat. The Mr. Amu.
Hashtag
It's always about right now, baby. Officialmajorworld live every Monday between 2 and 3 o'clock. Brand live, better know.
Yeah. Yeah. What's the word? What's the word? Hey. Right, look. Check. Got some severe scars on my back. Tell me who cares, cause the past is the past. Until in a job interview, ask my experiences. Like, do they have a clue what I've been through, man? Man, I've been through hell, I cried and started reminiscing about the time that we were young, we were still kids. I saw you beat my mama up, man, they tried to get the memories out of my mental, man, it's killing me. I cried so much that my tears could fill a river up. Prayed for months, but still my fears caught up. Couldn't even look at your face cause of my anger. Grew up the mentality that my dad is a monster. Never thought that my role model would be my villain. The feeling of fear, the feel out the atmosphere when you near got me thinking. Maybe finally find a female that made you feel like my mama is forbidden. I swear to God that if I was older I was gon' strap up, go toe-to-toe to you to see actually what you made of. Would you break soft if I get a pistol at your mental, or would you stand tall cause he's so strapped in your vessel? I'm still pleading for your mercy. Please give me the courage to forgive him cause I'm hurting. Try to go past it, haven't prayed about it, but every time I close my eyes I see my mama crying when she told me, hey, smile through the pain. Pray one day the Lord will come and take the pain away. Hey, smile through the pain, smile through the pain. Pray one day the Lord will come and take the pain. Hey.
It's less pain or it's love that I'm feeling. I asked my man, she said in life it's not more. But I know it's no truth that can change it. But now I just smile through the pain, smile through the pain, smile through the pain.
Yeah. But is it really that worth it? Me going to hell as my soul in the ashes, cause I fail to forgive them. I know it's a who last and the goal is such violence, but you can't be trapped in your past when you're hostage. My conscience be reminding me about what Christ did, letting me die for all of my transgressions. My sinful actions impact them and know my burdens. Nailed to the cross while he died amongst robbers. I'm a product of unconditional love, so how dare do I fill up my heart with grudges? Cause to be honest, young blood, I'm a man too. I might do the same mistakes, maybe just like him. And the news plays a big part in our mental. I see my brothers killing our sisters like assassin. It's happening under our noses and relaxing. Maybe instead of fighting my father, we should join forces. Reinforce the laws that we all should step on as we go towards the love that's on the course. Pull up the doors to show young boys to love, not to abuse her, but to love her with your heart. But for now, hey, smile through the pain. Pray one day the Lord will come and take the pain away. Hey, smile through the pain, smile through the pain. Pray one day the Lord will come and take the pain. Hey.
Smile through the pain. Happy one day the Lord will take the pain away. Just smile, 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 smile.
Hey, smile through the pain, smile through the pain. Pray one day the Lord will come and take the pain away. Hey, smile through the pain, smile through the pain. Pray one day the Lord will come and take the pain. Hey.
Catch all your daily CSI news and updates on the Social Show.
What is the impact of this industry on our own economic, social, environmental and cultural fabric? And I think it's important that we start looking and diving deeper into the solutions and the opportunities that may help shape the future.
Monday to Friday at 9:30 a.m. Get your financials in order with Yvonne E. Fentilo.
Brand Life listeners, yes, it's Monday and you are listening to the Financial Independence Coach.
Mondays 10:30 to 11 a.m. Having problems or you need guidance with matters of the heart? Then let the Love and Relationship Show smooth your relationship.
A man said something sometime. He said people don't really care much about how much you know, except they can confirm how much you care about them.
Mondays at 1. Looking for the freshest radio bangers, sexy smashes, and the coolest conversations. Hashtag with passion pushes.
Too much.
Too much, man. Like, I remember when I stood in high school, like, I was always contemplating white skin. Like, when is my time coming? Especially when you see, like, adults.
Are you listening to me?
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za.
Y'all been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Shit, nigga, just wake up. Wake up, yeah. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Y'all been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Nigga, shit, just wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Y'all been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Shit. As far as I remember, dropped an EP 25th of November. Wasn't even thinking about a date or whatever. I was too focused on the music. I'm a master to a student. Easy air, got the blueprint. Young niggas for the loot. Tell me where you from, what you know about the north side, huh? And what you know about the bricks, huh? I ain't falling for your tricks. Look, the fake niggas can't resist. I was 18 with a name tag, Nikes, blue jeans, and a new bag. Smoking on Portleys with a loose head. Sipping on my leg with a juice head. I talk less, put in the work and worry about the progress. As I watch the sunset, be scheming in my zone, see it in the context. I'm fucking tired of telling niggas that this ain't a contest. I've been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Shit, nigga, just wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Y'all been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Nigga, shit, just wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You gotta stop lying to the game, bro. Shit, all I hear is high turn pitchforks, so you niggas sound the same, bro. Shit, easy until I die, ain't nothing gon' change. Except for the silly old change in my pocket, I've been contemplating putting on the train. Being about creating, you can find me in the studio all day. If not, you can find me where I lay, that's the cribbo. Niggas kicking bitches at the bendo. Mine's just follow the procedure, and I met a girl once that she say her name is Keisha. Had niggas run up on me, yeah, I'm sure you get the picture. And I don't get sleep, no I don't. I've been working too hard to give up. If they ask you if you will, tell them no I won't. It's the double E's up, don't ask why. Unless you want a full crate to your brain. I just want the money, give a fuck about the fame. How you expect me not to change if my life is not the same? Y'all been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Shit, nigga, just wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Y'all been sleeping on me for a damn long time. Shit, just wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, just wake up, just wake up. Just like, don't you guys like set an alarm for this type of shit or something like that? I mean, you gotta wake up. It's about that time, you know what I'm talking about? Just wake up, dog. Y'all been sleeping too long. Too long.
Been on me for a damn long time.
And we tired of it.
Wake up. Wake up. Yeah, but Fitzy, that was easy entertainment. Taking it the easy way out. But Fitzy, that was snooze alarm.
Yellow.
Snooze alarm.
Yellow.
Wake up. Wake up. And like, you know, Sean, like you're setting an alarm for 5 o'clock and all of a sudden it's snooze.
You know, that happened yesterday until I was supposed to wake up. I heard it until and I was like, no, I'm still going through my dream. And then I heard it again. I was like, okay, now it's time for me to do it until I didn't wake up.
You know what I'm gonna say to you? You ain't ready, bro. Soon as he's pressed snooze alarm, bro, you ain't ready, bro. If you planning to wake up at 5 o'clock, you wake up at 5 o'clock. You don't wake up at 5. Oh, wow. You wake up at 5.
Happy to the Sunday.
I forgive you for that. Sure.
Yeah, tell us too, man. It's not just us in the studio. We got amazing guests, man. Shout out to Mr. Senzo.
911.
They're good, what? Man. Just on the rise. Got the lovely Noma the Poet. What up?
Speak on the mic.
You know what? There are no faults with ourselves here. We are changing positions.
Switching positions is that 6'9". Parental guidance, but that's why.
These are the perks of having an online radio show. We should. Pero utlile tabela Soldier Boy 4 million views within one day. That's him. We need to focus on our guests. They respectively from Soweto to Lithuania.
Yes.
Yes.
And then where
specific. Okay, you guys introduce it. I'm yeah, you know.
All right. I am Noma the Poet, the author, and I am from Soweto, a place called Piri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, no, Senzo Nhlapo aka Senzart 911 representing Mfulo. Plus Puma Khona eKasi Soweto. Ololo.
Yeah, boy. And then how you all feeling today, guys?
Feeling fresh.
Feeling fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking fresh.
Looking fresh. I like the t-shirt.
Sisonke yasemzini.
Aye. That's the cast.
The truth.
Yeah.
So you know what the thing I like about both of you guys is that both of you guys are staunch creatives, and the thing is that you have two different methods of expressing yourselves. And how did it begin initially? Because of in the hood like being creative, it's subjugated, like you need to do more sports or you're supposed to go get a job until. But who inspired you, and at the same time, how did you enrich that love in the initial stages?
Okay. Can you start?
All right. Sharp. Like Ekaslam, it's it's like a creative hub, because more Tapega we have an old A2 cinema.
Yeah.
We've got the Art Center in Mfulo. We got the bar, the 5 Roses.
Yeah.
And this is a place where all the creatives come in and just share the platform and showcase their talents. So in Mfulo as well, it's a heart of Soweto, my brother. Yeah.
Literally, it is the heart of Soweto. Like it's in the middle. That's where you find a super jumpathon edition. But I'll be stars. Let's take us to Noma.
Okay. Well, for me, writing has always been my hobby, and it started by Umamami, my stepmother who raised me, because she was a teacher at that time. So I had to write whatever I thought about the book, and then I ended up writing my own thoughts, and then that's how writing started. Yeah.
Seriously. And then and I remember you were supposed to pull through Boma last year, and like something transpired. Mare, like why was it is poetry, is it really I want to say it's not that huge in SA because I don't follow it on the regular until. But like, are there enough platforms for you for poets to showcase themselves? And then also I just want to ask one more thing. I know there's like slam poetry, there's like the different types of poetry, like elaborate.
Okay, well, firstly, the book is not a poetry book, it's a novel, you know. But in terms of poetry, sawaba opportunities compared to before, but I still feel like opportunities are organic compared to ngapa, but then they're trying to create more opportunities for my poets, but then competitions were slam poetry and the different kinds of poets, like me now myself, I'm a storyteller, so I tell you a story, but I teach you something within that story. So I'm not a slam poet. I will never be in a slam poet competition, but I can make you listen to me.
Serious?
Yeah.
What's the difference? What's a slam poet?
Hip-hop, but
it's more like a hip-hop type of poetry. So
So you feel like they're given more opportunity than storytellers?
It's more mainstream.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're challenging now as a poet, to think on the spot. Yeah, unlike Tina Gnile Sohlala Phansi.
And then the book.
Okay, the book is about the mental state of a woman before what goes through her mind before athatha le decision ukuthi what angisamfundi lo mntana ngiyombeka emnyango or ngiyombeka etasbini or ngiyombeka, like what goes on a woman's mind. So I thought it would be interesting for guys, for young ladies, for for abantu abadala, because the book it shows that as you come emhlabeni, you come carrying something, you come carrying blessings from your parents, you know. So sometimes parents, they leave you in a situation that you have to carry on so that it may turn into a blessing for the next upcoming generation. So it's essentially, as you come into life, you come carrying something that you have to carry on for the next generation.
So I'm sure you did a little bit of research. You asked like people who've been in that situation, or
no, to be honest, I was bored. I was at home, I was unemployed, I didn't have a plan, so I had to create my own escape world from the reality that I was in. So that's how the book came about.
And you know, I was the funny thing is that, you know, when I was coming here, I was listening to the radio and they were speaking about us as dudes, how does it feel to be as a parent, and and you know the thing that I'm sorry to say this, but you know what disgusts me most of the time is that, you know, there could be a topic about, hi, women, they doing the best, why are they not supposed to be there, why are they not making enough money, all of that. And then when they speak about dudes, they'll speak dudes, they're savages, if not, how does it feel to be a man, be emasculated? Like, I feel like there's these conversations are way too diluted, and Rona, we all about like being the change in ourselves. And you know, I want to like reflect on what you mentioning about there's not enough opportunities for young poets, and you know, something as simple as like a spelling bee, a spelling competition. I've never heard about a spelling competition in the hood. And I remember that thing, I used to be dope at that thing, Mara. It's not about me, Mara. Like, like, how many schools are there in Soweto? Just imagine if there were like more spelling competitions, because you are nurturing the dudes and the ladies in literature. Practical things.
But I personally believe, Uguti, there are not a lot of opportunities because of a specific reason, and that reason might lead us to debate the whole day. But there's a reason why, of which is bigger than us. So sometimes you just have to, you know, challenge yourself, you know, use what you have to get where you want to.
Sure. And I think Mr. Senzo can mention about that, because he's an amazing
bro. Like, that's overrated. He's like, you can't even explain.
And I remember he told us about the origins, but maybe for the audience who doesn't know, like the origins of your murals in terms of like the eyes, you know, the very colorful aspect about it. Can you elaborate on that?
Alright, yes, I think they was provoked by institutions, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Because as an African, you know, I was attracted to color, you know. Amandebele was one of my, you know, references in terms of color, because ekhaya vele kunobundebele, kunobuSuthu, kunobuTswana, kunobuZulu. So masihlangana kuma gatherings, like family gatherings, you see different cultures come together, you know, abo uncle baphuma eSwaziland, abo mamkhulu baphuma eNatal, and that used to be fun, you know. And also, important for me, it was to get my own signature as an artist, you know. Ngafana namanye ama-artists. Uma ngathi uyabheka today, if you look at graffiti, yase South Africa, yase New York, Japan, into eyi-one, ngathi yenziwa ischeme esi-one. But now, Joe, we have so much Africa to you know, to show the world. Therefore, I was like really say, as in, let me study African art. Let me study about Amamas, you know. They will discourage me with my institutions. I won't mention their names, but my institutions anyway. That has and control the arts, that has African art hidden within their buildings that we as African cannot have access to. So I will go and sketch, bring it to the street and start painting the murals on the street up until when I studied further, obviously, you'll come across Abu Picasso and other artists. Then realize with Picasso, he had to come to Africa to, you know, change his style to become who Picasso is today.
True story.
And then, true story, Brad. True story. And you know, I started to say, you know what, let me start my own movement, you know, and then sort of juxtapose my African mask together up until I came with this signature, which is Amasweet.
Sure.
It's an art movement. It's an African pop art movement.
And Yazi, you've been in the game for like more than 15 to 20 years.
25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
Ngithola. And that means vele nalenkathi zekwaito.
Yeah.
Bakhona amashito bokwakenayo.
Yeah.
Tot kwangena like ngesikhathi zabo squatter camp.
Yes.
And like into what I'm getting to is that you've been in the game for a long time, and kunabantu base gaming in the industry bakucavayo.
Sure, true that.
But the irony is ukuthi you are still facing the same challenges that normal people have in terms of to get the vision where it's supposed to be, because every time when you start to push a movement, there's always institutions that's going to dilute a message. Yes, so much into is ukuthi like yini smogo in the mainstream industry, because you know soccer players they have such a huge platform. They earn a lot of money. You've got entertainers. You know, I remember I was making a joke with Yazin. Some of the cats they can make as much dough as they can. They can be mainstream. I'm gonna go to a pumping station. Why am I 20 years after, you know, liberation?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Jobusho, mainstream is mainstream because not a certain day today are galleries, you know, like your Goodman galleries, your Everett Reed, and all these galleries. They're like a mainstream, you know, they're your superstars. They will always be playing on those kind of radios because they are promoting that. It's their own movement. But now, remember, Tina sends the art because it's famous, because we want cheese, cream, and butter. We want to change people's life using art. Therefore, you know, Kasha, you know, so Mena, I had offers with things like Josie and become that superstar artist because of my signature is interesting, you know. But I decided to go to, you know what, bring up over Asqalekas and empower the young or the upcoming generations. I'm an artist. So what is art and why we are doing art. So the difference is that it's a matter of a decision. Artists which empower or cheese is up to them.
Sure. Yeah. And you know the other thing is that once you empower the sustainability part, and hence very refer to like about the celebs about banjalo and because look, you know, we in a time whereby like there's never been a time to be alive in terms of like about social media, in terms of you know, being a creative, you can make money out of being a creative, and we never had that opportunity. And the sad thing is we still want to identify sitai usibani bani akachaisani nami or in because of small things and your journey, like what have you been doing when yourself being the change in the community via like to work with the community, like the small is there a foundation so
well, there is an organization which is called Kasilami Street Art Festival, which happens once a year, you know what I mean. And the important about Kasilami Street Art Festival, it gives the opportunity to Ama Township artists. I'll be specific why I'm a township artist, because at the end of the day, I think there's so much talent and they don't have a platform, a proper and professional that is well sponsored and that can give them opportunity to engage with international artists. So what we do, we collaborate with other organizations, the art. It's not what is in the artipela, but we go to schools and paint their jungle gyms, you know, and engage the kids and teach them about art. Because then they realize, okay, now you can learn art you can learn maths using art, because every time you calculate, you know what I mean, and it becomes fascinating to see that the discovery in the kids good time, and the art has to do with this scale anyway. At all. But what is interesting about Ikasi, people don't know where to go to see like a gallery. There's no gallery, guys. Therefore, by painting on the street, we are creating galleries so that everybody can have access to the art, because the art was created for the elite. Therefore, no man go free to get in the gallery, but once you see that champagne and and people with suits, you are intimidated. You will never go in, because now self-confidence ayisekho already uyabona ukuthi like sesibhujweni. But now that we have the opportunity now, I mean, we're doing our own things.
Yeah.
We created a gallery Vilagazi. Sure. Anybody can come and see ama artworks, from canvas to sculptures, inviting also well-established artists to exhibit.
Sure.
And host a workshop and teach people what is art.
Sure. And as I love ukuthi you're a storyteller, and Noma is also a storyteller. And kunento bengicabanga because you're speaking about how artwork very began in Africa, and even the cave paintings.
Yes.
We are not the ones who run those cave paintings, those specific heritage sites. It's somebody else who's running it, for lack of a better word. But the other thing is that when you being a storyteller, Noma, I was thinking about, sometimes I need to know the Council of Foreign Relations, the Atlantic Council. They call those things a think tank, and I like the concept of when into it now, because you've got that African element, and you can bring the African element, but those stories, they need to be written down as for another 1,000 years, because Konamanji stuck as like, the saddest thing about South Africa is that we've got 80 to 90% of the population is black now.
Yeah.
But they cannot even draw back the lineage maybe 2 generations from them. And so, and like, have you begun or something like that whereby you just document the stories? Because I remember I was reading this book about South Africa, and they said like, South Africans, we are the best in terms of oratory skills, and so just explain like in Antwana, so like we're so good at doing that, and so and we lost that vibe. Like nobody tells us stories anymore.
Yeah. I think we need to boost confidence more than anything, Just yesterday I was watching something and Silo was explaining Uguti, when we tell our story to a white person, like, us white, and after lapo, stories so puma lapo, sinzima, so I think we need to reinforce the confidence, because the reason why Singa doesn't take milliseasons is because we don't understand the importance of corn, and if you don't understand importance then you're not going to have the confidence specifically. So if you understand and you fully give yourself an opportunity to expand the knowledge to that thing, then you will do it either way.
And it goes back to insecurities, confidence. Like, I feel like a lot of black people, the reason why they're not confident is because of a lot of insecurities that they have. Like from a young age, like you were told, Guti, a black person like can never be in the same level with another person. So if like sometimes Guti, you are good at something, but you have doubts. Like they're gifted with poetry. Yeah. But like you do that, but then as you grow up, you feel like, nah, me, I'm lying to myself. Maybe I'm not supposed to do that, because of the insecurities. They start hunting you, and then you lose self-confidence,
Can I add something on that?
Yeah.
I think we also lost in translation, because ngesintu igama liminisha lokho, but ngesingisi liminisha okunye.
Yeah.
So is there any example? Because I remember the first time I had an exhibition with also international students. We had Funda Center, and then they came with all their fancy brushes and their gadgets, by scanner, by a projector. At the end of the day, on the exhibition, our work was stronger than theirs, because now they were limited to according to their teachings. Tina, we were exploring, because as I start mixing it glue, nama paper, creating a collage. Kona lapo mo feel like you need some texture. You will sprout nyana umhlabat, and that created a volume. And then what gave me confidence in art, there's no color, there's colors.
Yeah.
And then you just need to play with them and blend them to create a masterpiece.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think just to add on when you said Guti, yours like came out the strongest. It's like the blueprint. No matter what, Guti, like they can try and come with their artificial things, but then as us, because Tina, we feel it from the blueprint, from the ground. It's like whatever we do, whatever our art that we bring.
Another problem. Another problem is that we follow rules. you know. And when it
Yeah.
comes to art, there shouldn't be any rule to begin with, you know,
Yeah.
because I define art in a different way. He defines art in a different way. So if I go to a certain place and they say you have to do art in this way, that already saying failure because song valele within my body.
Yeah, what I know personally.
Yeah.
And then hence, you know, hence, like now I'm so touched about living a practical life. Well, like I wanna just like about the spelling bee. I'm gonna give that challenge to myself. I have to do that this year. And so to start something small like that, and so because you know, if I live in Orlando West, hashtag just saying, and then it is so affluent, that the place, you know, you see the biggest, the best cars that you've ever thought about on social media. And I'm like, okay, why are we still fighting so hard to, I want money, I still live in a shack, you know, we're still fighting towards the government. You know, if you can take example, like maybe like a country maybe like Norway, the taxes is high up there. So when as the normal person in the country, anything that you see, any social benefit that's happening to the community, like you are whatever it's getting, my money went there. So that's the thing is when I was I can go about the soccer players. These people have been making 50,000 rands a month, a week for 10 years straight, but still we live in the squalor. It's as simple as I wanna, if just maybe 10 players, just even 10 players, but for the next 12 months we're gonna donate 10,000 rand towards maybe an art gallery. An art gallery thing, it's Noma, but touched, and then we inspire other kids. Because one of the reason to said is for people blow up with their art. This is a night I blow up because of radio. But the next thing, and I'm going to say, I've blown up as Diboy Mashesha, as I forget about the people, and I'm the people. Look, doing it maybe the toughies because I see why. Instead, I've played my part.
And just mention one thing that has been disturbing us for years. You know, Ifunda Center is one of the pioneering schools, the art, Soweto, right? And for the past 15 to 20 years, they've been trying to destroy it. And then they try to make that place to become a commercial space or a shopping complex or something like that. Even what they do, they send all these lumpens, to come and vandalize the space. Some artists, so that the value building is so their friends can come and buy. So then turn our artistic spaces into whatever they want to do. So I will just advise even nalaba abangaba interested to come and support structures like Abufunda Center. You know, we should as a community support the arts, because that's where we can archive our history, our stories. That's where we can get opportunities like the poets, the musicians, the visual artists, the filmmakers, and everybody under one umbrella, so that we can push this movement, the art, because the art, it is our story. Let's tell our story the way we know how, because at the end of the day, we have to be in control on telling our own stories.
But I think it's lack of knowledge, you know, within the community. Because I think if we had the full knowledge of why we need to do what we have to do, then we wouldn't be in this position in the first place. But because so much has been hidden from us, we do what is in front of us and what we think is right. We don't do what we feel and what we know is right.
You know, I think the important thing is that after 94, something I saw is that the community just broke down. There was no community anymore. There
was no unity anymore, because before we knew what we were fighting for. So after we have achieved it, we did not know what exactly are we fighting for now. So hence we drifted apart, because now everyone is fighting their own battles instead of uniting again and fighting this one battle.
You know the thing I like about Officialmajorworld is that you know we always inspire change with ourselves as the young people, and after this show, we're not just keep on watching us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Officialmajorworld. We got something coming up, Mr. Senzo.
Can you like spit 2 verses in Yana? Please, just to inspire the people who are listening.
Do a poetry piece.
Poetry play, please.
Okay. In the midst of my blackness, I would like to remember my greatness. See love has no color. My blackness is a form of color that radiates the imbalances of my life. My love, the kind of love that is deep and strong. It flows in the veins of the brave, the strong-minded. My blackness is my crown. It reigns in the mountains of perseverance, perpetuating the parallel passions of love and slavery, because my blackness is often misunderstood by the judges of the world.
Mr. Senzo, I was gonna say please join me. It's not we're not live. Where people can get you, Bafetu? You can tell them where they can follow you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Noma_M21. And then on Facebook it's Noma Dlamini.
I mean, I easy nje. Senzart 911. Uzongithola kuma social media, especially ku Facebook, Instagram. I would Twitter is slow because ngihlale ngisestradini ngipenda, but anyway, again, Senzart 911. You know what does it mean? It means Senzart.
Yes.
911.
If you don't know, now you know, man. Right here on Official Major World. Hit us up. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter is Official Major World. On Facebook, Instagram, official.majorworld, Twitter, Official Major W1. And also hit us up on YouTube. Subscribe to us, Official Major World. A11. How can people hit you up, brother?
It's A11, A11.alone, A11.alone, everywhere, all the social media platforms, to do is a good job, and we gotta work things out.
Unluckiness.
Good things come to an end, but time gets jealous when we're having fun.
I like that one. Now, Mr. Diboy Mashesha on Facebook and Instagram, and also I'm on YouTube. And I see a lot of. We're not to Mara. Release a track after year. Release Mr. DJ Sparks. Familiar, man. Hashtag my young blood on Fleetness. Truth.
Next week, same time, same place.
Officialmajorworld. Officialmajorworld.
Harnessing the power of talk radio. Ramlive.co.za. Harnessing the power of talk radio. Brandlive.co.za